And that's just part of my upbringing. And I think the other thing that really had a big impact on me was that I was raised in Ithaca, New York, which is a very liberal town, but my aunt and uncle live in Dallas, Texas, and they're Republicans and Catholic. And I went and visited them and loved them. And I would go and I would like lecture my cousins about climate change. Starting
Oh, I
time.
bet you were a popular house guest,
Oh,
huh?
no, see, who's gonna, argue with an 8-year-old? So lecture a little cousin. So my whole family is on board with climate change, so that's good. But yeah, so I just have that. It's in my blood, and I'm very conscious about, we're human, so an anecdote and an emotional story is going to sway us more than a statistic. And the other thing is that we're so tribal, right? And
Right.
so I'm really passionate about school choice, but a lot of people who are in my tribe see that as a right-wing issue. And so that can be kind of painful, when someone sends me an email that my ideas are outrageous, for
Right.
example, or
Right.
all kinds of names. And so I have that. And I guess that when I look at social media today and I see someone post something like totally untrue, for example, about the meeting with President Zelensky, which just doesn't seem to be rooted in any type of critical thinking except blind following of a certain leader. Um, I'm like very in support of President Zelensky, just in case there's any disagreement. And so
Mm.
I'm just wondering kind of how do you teach adults that? Like, maybe you can't teach someone something if they're not open to it, but should I just give up on grown-ups altogether and just focus on kids? I mean, can you
I,
critical thinking? Help.
well, I do think that the kids will lead, honestly. And I want to go just for 1 second back to the tribal thing, because I think it's also really
Yeah.
important.